Welcome to the Life with Joey Calvo podcast. I am Joey Calvo. I am doing this impromptu live podcast tonight because last night when I had Jonathan on, I stressed about getting out to vote. So to show that your voice is important, I'm showing you on my time that um, a minute. Okay. So I decided I'm going to do this impromptu podcast because I wanted to show you that I even went out and did what I needed to do. Like I said last night, when I did the podcast with Jonathan, I told you all to get out to vote next Tuesday, November 5th. If you are in the mail-in ballots, make sure you get that mail-in ballot out and make sure they get it before whatever time on November 5th. So today, I decided to, I had a doctor's appointment, but my mail-in ballot never showed up. So I actually went out to the polling location, to City Hall. And before I went to City Hall, I found out they had a party to the polls. So I went. And I caught the tail end of it. But as I caught the tail end of it, I got to see Quavo in person, rapping on stage. It's on the Life with Joey Calvo YouTube, not YouTube. It's on the Instagram as well as on X, on Twitter. I have it posted a picture of Quavo performing on the stage. No video, just pictures. Then I walked from there to City Hall, and I stood, even with a meniscus tear in my right knee, for about 3.5 hours. Close to 3.5 hours. And oh, there it is. I'm disappearing. There it is. I voted. I got my mail-in ballot. I sat down, filled it out. I did my vote. And I put it in the ballot box. So there's my sticker, even though I'm fading away. There's my sticker showing that I voted. So when I do the podcast next Tuesday with Lauren Marie Taylor, I already have my vote in. I just wait for the email saying it was counted. Life goes on. And then I found out why, also while I was there, I found out why I wasn't getting them mail-in ballots. So we're going to fix that after the election. Lady told me to after the election, like starting maybe December, early January, to start updating my voter registration so that way it doesn't go to a PO box anymore. So I got to see Quavo, but I had to sit down because my knee was bothering me, of course. And then when I got inside City Hall, I had to ask the security guard to let me have a chair so I could sit down because after all that standing for at least 2.5 hours, my knee started to bother me. And then I managed to do the rest. But I can't stress it enough. I just showed you that I voted. Okay, I got my voice in. I made my voice heard. So you need to literally get out there and vote. Vote for who you feel, okay, will do the job properly for you. Okay? Vote for who you think your beliefs are with. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying you vote for who you believe your beliefs are with. Okay? I mean, I voted for who I think could do something. Okay? And to realize, now normally I will say I'm a Democrat. Okay? I usually vote Democrat. I think I will say that I voted for one Democrat. I'm not saying who it is, of course. But like I'm saying to you and suggesting to you all, vote for who you believe belief-wise, and who goes with your strategy of what you believe in reference to abortion, economy, term limits. Who do you think can manage all that properly? Make sure when you vote, you vote for who you believe. Okay? Vote for who you think can do what you want government to do. Okay? Like I said, I voted today. I got the stress out of me, even though the knee bothered, but I will say this. One great thing that came out of all this, okay, and I would encourage, if there's like a party to the polls, go to them. I mean, I literally I practically had lunch. Literally, I had lunch and dinner while standing in line, and a snack. I mean, they serve this. I mean, not only you had actually, I missed Bill Nye the Science Guy. I wanted to get there to see him because I would have loved to get a picture with Bill Nye the Science Guy. Now, I would have asked him to try to come on the podcast. I got to see some news personalities, but I couldn't. There was one I wanted to catch, but she went by so fast I couldn't catch her. Well, I didn't want to leave on either. But I didn't recognize her until almost she went by. But I wanted to see Bill Nye the Science Guy because he was there. But I got to see Quavo, like I said, and I have a post on the Life with Joey Cavill Instagram page of Quavo. Um, and I'll tell you, it was a crowd. Like I said, I was in line for three. Once it walked over, got in line, and it literally I I'm lucky and blessed that it didn't. I didn't have to really wind up standing literally in front of City Hall this way. Thank God I was sideways on the Broad Street side. So I was blessed that. But I mean, the line. I mean, I was still standing for 3.5 hours. But I mean, at least I wasn't like other people that like were like it wrapped around. And not only, oh my God, not only did I get to see Quavo and they served literally lunch and snack. I mean, at that party at the polls at Love Park. Oh, and I did see the portal. I did not go to the portal because my focus was getting the votes, getting voted, getting the vote in. But there is a portal. If you do come to Philadelphia, in Love Park, there's this big portal. Looks like it's a big mirror, but it's actually a portal, and it actually shows another part of the world. So there were people there waving and people on the other end looking in like, where the fuck are they at? And somebody actually did a sign, we're in Philadelphia, PA, where are you? I was like, yeah, like they carry a sign with them as they're walking by. Like unless they know that this portal's been here for a while or something. But they're tired. Sorry. Went to the doctor's this morning first before I went to it. And got my also, I cannot stress this enough. Besides voting, it's coming up to the colder months, fall and winter. Well, we're in fall, but winter time's coming up soon, and as well as the holiday season. If you haven't got your flu shot in, get it. Okay? Get your flu shot in, get your COVID shots, get all your shots that you need for the holidays. So that way you are not separated from your family. Okay? I can't stress that enough either. There's a lot going on, like I said, in my health right now with my knee and the diabetes and all this stuff. So, two things to know. One, get out to vote on Tuesday, November 5th. Okay? Get out to vote. Make your voice heard. Because if you don't make your voice heard, okay, then you will have to deal with what's going to go on. And you can't turn around and say, oh, I should have done this. You have the opportunity November 5th. Get out and vote. Let's make this election the biggest turnout ever. Okay? Literally, biggest turnout ever. There must have been at least a couple hundred in line. There must have been close to 100 in front of me and about at least 100 behind me. So, and like I said, I was in line for 3 hours just to get my vote in. All right. So get out the vote. And then 2, get all your shots. Make sure you get your flu shot, your COVID shot, all shots that you need. Get them now because winter's coming up and you definitely don't, and especially the holidays with Thanksgiving literally 4 weeks away. I mean, you got Halloween coming up on Thursday. You got Thanksgiving coming up 4 weeks later. You want to be with your family. Get your shots in. Okay? Get all your shots in. Make sure you vote. Literally just make sure you get all of it done. Okay? Because like I said, if you don't vote, your voice didn't get heard, whoever wins won't care. Okay? You want your voice heard? Stick it in the ballot. All right? Second, like I'm saying, get your shots in, especially with the holidays coming up. Get those shots in so that way you can be with your families for the holidays. Of course, with me, that normally doesn't happen, but we will have a year-end podcast coming up soon in December. So it could be a year-end. It could be a series-end podcast for all I know, too. But definitely, upcoming podcast real quick. I have in the description. You definitely, if you watched last night's podcast with Jonathan, it's a series now. It's going to be a series. So we're going to have another one. It will either be next Monday, the 4th, or next Thursday, the 7th. Tuesday, on Election Day, I will have actress Lauren Marie Taylor at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. On the 19th, I have the creator of Ultragirl on the podcast. And then on the week before Thanksgiving at 5 p.m. Eastern on the 21st, I will have Dr. Marie Dona. And we're going to talk wellness and so on. There may be more in between. So just keep track. Also, a big shout out to American Fox for all the support and being the podcast number one supporter, number one fan. To all of you that have been watching these podcasts on YouTube, thank you so much for watching them. Please subscribe. We are in the process of working on expanding this podcast to another platform. Because there was one podcast, if you listened to last night's podcast with Jonathan, we did one where it wound up being deleted due to medical misinformation. And when that happened, I was told about this one platform, but it costs. There's a cost to it. So in the description at the bottom, there is a link. Please share that with everyone. I'm looking to raise a lot of money. Yes, because I want to be able to continue this podcast for years. I've said it before. I've had a psychiatrist literally tell me these podcasts are my therapy. And I've started to believe it left and right. So, vote, get your shots, everything. Thank you for watching this impromptu Life with Joey Cowboy podcast. God bless you all.